Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. And we've started off with a red candle. That's just due to some bad data coming out of China. For me, these three levels are critical to the upside. We need to get through 4063 and hold it before we can even have an attempt at this trend line here. And then obviously the next level up is the one that we actually need for a break, which is going to be around 4300, 4150. So, you start breaking up above this zone here. Remember, there is a gap in the middle of it. Then you could very well have a trend reversal. But for now, it looking interesting. We do have an inside bar here. We've got a breakaway gap on Friday. And then we had a bit of a hanging man form going into the close, more than likely just a bit of profit taking. And then we have had some bad data come out. So let's just have a look. And the interesting thing is the bad data that's come out is to be expected. It's the Chinese manufacturing data, but they are shutting down companies and towns and cities at the moment with COVID. So it is to be expected. Anyway, we've got three levels today to watch, and we'll look at them at the hour. On the 3 hour, we're just hovering in amongst the moving averages. Trend is still down technically. We do have a bit of diversions here as well. You can see there's a high, there's a low. That's high and higher high. So it does look like a potential move back down, which is very possible. We do have quite a juicy gap to the downside. So just keep that macro picture in your view for now. Right, on the hour, we have rejected the 155 twice at the open this morning, and then we have got a crossover the moving averages, and we've come down to this area here. Now, bottom line is, if we can hold 39.63, then we have a potential for sitting inside the range. If you just expand your view slightly, you'll see a double left shoulder ahead. Are we going to pull back and bounce to complete the head and shoulders? And then that would set the reversal pattern for the longer term. Obviously, first target would be this level here at 41.46, and then you're looking for a break above that, come back and retest it, and then a continuation up. So for now, it is pretty much touch and go. I'd wait for Europe, see what Europe does, but ultimately only really trade during the US session. So as soon as US opens up and we start getting some moves, you should see a direction start forming. I think on Friday, I was sitting on hands on Friday, but you can see hindsight always being a perfect science. Nice pin bar, tweezer bottom here, off structure, and then we had another attempt at it. In fact, if I just take that swing high there from Thursday as our level, and you can see how we were flirting with it. There's a nice entry as well, and there's another entry there. So 15 minutes is the way to go. At the moment, moving averages are pointing up, trending up, so you're looking to be buying off the structure. If we start dropping, let me just give you the other area here. In my view anyway, if you start dropping below 39.80 and 39.65, then you do have an opportunity for a short down to this gap. Bear in mind, we're at 4,000, and 4,000 is a massive level. And as you can see, going at the close, above it, below it, above it, below it, and now we're flirting with it. So a rejection of 4,000 in today's session will probably validate this double top on the 15 minutes. And if I just look for the target on that, that is going to be probably just below on the gap. So just slightly below the gap here. So the gap would obviously be the target to the downside. Okay. So, but just please bear in mind, if you look to the left, we've had a lot of flirting around with this 4,000 level. So keep that in the back of your mind. It could, if it does hold today on the daily, that's a start of something bigger to come. And if you just look at the weekly pin bar. It's a red pin bar, no problem about that. Lots of structure to the left. You'd expect some buyers coming. We've got buyers in. Nice grouping of the oscillators starting to happen. Obviously, we want to see a crossover of those oscillators for a potential move to the upside. But for me, this first leg down, first leg down, leg up, second leg down, ABC correction move. It's very much a possibility that it is coming to an end. I'd be waiting for, as I say, 41.46, 41.50 at the moment. We need to get above it, find support there before I'm convinced of that. And just lastly, just to close off on the daily, you can see lots of levels in this area that we are, and that's what you need to pay attention to. Daily also got a crossover and starting to point up, so be very careful about jumping in short at the moment. My opinion at the moment, hanging man, well, pin bar, engulfing, well, not really an engulfing, but a sort of a green follow-through bar. I'd be looking for some structure here for an extra opportunity to be buying in. That's the most logical decision. So looking for between 4,000 and 3,965, yes, find support somewhere in here for a move to the upside. Just to this area here, which is 4,063, a break above that, then we're looking at the next level, looking for a pullback, and then I'm looking for the inverse head and shoulders to play out. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. It does look like a reversal pattern brewing. No confirmation yet, but well worth watching. Gaps to the upside and gaps to the downside. So watch out. It could be quite volatile this week still as well. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.